Hello everyone, my name is Comet, and today I have officially finished my second week of my road to Diamond. And in this episode, I want to share with you all of my experience so far, as well I'm gonna show you what ranks we are at the moment. So let's begin by mentioning that for those of you that are new to the channel, I am making a road to Diamond on 5 different accounts, and I'm playing one role per account. So for example, the one that you have on screen at the moment, this is my main account, which is my mid lane, and so far we have, or I have managed to get to gold 2. In fact, on the first week I did my placements and I was placed in gold. So I have worked a bit to gain some ranks, and I am now in gold too. But this week or on the second week, I have mostly focused on leveling up my other accounts. In fact, let me show you. My top lane is now silver 4. This one was placed in bronze 1. No, this one was placed in bronze 2. And now I managed to rank it up until silver, which is awesome because the MMR was quite hard to deal with because it was all over the place. For my jungle account, let me show you. This one. This is my jungle account, and I am now in silver 4 as well. However, this took me ages to do because this one was placed in bronze 3 after the placements, but the MMR was pretty annoying to deal with because, for example, in one of my matches I went and someone in the chat wrote, "Hi, this is my first match of rankeds," which I was like, it's understandable because I'm doing my placements. The problem is that in the same match we had someone in the opposing team who was a diamond jungler. And obviously, when you have someone who is new to rankeds against someone who is diamond, that is hard to deal with. And I managed to perform really well that match. In fact, I was pretty fed, managed to completely outclass the jungler. But at some point, you cannot really do much because you have someone that is new against someone that is diamond, you know? And the worst part is that the other players were around emerald. So this type of MMR where you can have emerald diamond players against bronze, iron, or new players took me ages to fix. In fact, it took me around 20 matches after, I think, including my placements, just so that I could start climbing through bronze. Because my matches were always like emerald, platinum, bronze, emerald, platinum, bronze, emerald, platinum, bronze. It was all over the place. It was very hard to deal with, but now it's starting to be more stable. I'm starting to have the same rank players almost every match, and now I'm starting to climb quite well. But I did have to change my champion pool because when you have this big disparity of players, if you don't adapt, you're gonna lose over and over and over again, you know. And also this makes me think that for a new player, someone who wants to play rankeds for the first time, for example, that guy who wrote in chat, "This is my first time in rankeds," it was not his fault that we lost. Yes, he is the reason why we couldn't win, but he got put in that scenario due to Riot system. You know, that person had nothing to do with it. That person was just a new player wanting to play rankeds. He had nothing to do with it, you know, and it is unfair for the new player, and it is also unfair for the people on the opposing team because it would be better for them if they face against someone close to their levels, because otherwise how will they learn anything? So really, like, there has to be some check, some they have to check that out, man, because it's very unfair. But I did manage to stabilize it a bit. There's still some work to do, but I'm gonna continue trying to stabilize that. Then I have my mid lane account, like I mentioned. This is gold 2. My AD carry account is silver 4, and I would say that I need to get more characters in this account because I haven't started to notice that the champion pool that I originally picked, in it works. You know, I had Ezreal and Draven. It really works well, but some other characters, you can punish people so easily that it might be worth learning other characters as well. Mostly because you get a free win. So I'm gonna be working on that. But regardless, I am now in Silver 4. MMR is pretty good. It's around Platinum, something like that. For most of my accounts, it's around Platinum, except for the Jungler, which is kind of weird. And then finally, I have my support account right here, which is Silver 1. This is after the placements. I got placed in Silver 1. I have not played again because I was like, holy shit, this is too high. If I continue playing like this, I'm gonna get diamond in like I feel like the support role at the moment might be the best to climb because it has the same power as a mid laner or a top laner or even a jungler, but you do not need to farm. You do not need to focus about laning. You do not need to do anything. Your characters are stronger than the others without needing to do anything. This is why it for me it people say, for example, this support is the best player in the world, or this support is the best player in their team for competitive play, and I'm like, no, their role is just so broken because the characters are really that strong. You know, their characters are so strong that you can match these these laners. And at the moment, that's what I have experienced myself. In fact, I am in Silver 1. This is my second highest account after mid lane. And this is considering that I purposely stopped playing games in this account because I didn't want to climb that fast. The characters are very strong. So if you want to climb, support is the way to go. Especially if you play Swain. If you play Swain, man, you're gonna get the free pass to Diamond. If you play Swain, if you are good with Senna, Senna is a character that I want to learn, but it's gonna take me a while to learn her. But if you are good with Senna, that's a free pass to Challenger probably. She's so strong and oppressive. Renata Glask is very strong. Rakan is a free pass for Challenger. And I want to show you this, you know, on my account as well. I just want to level them up, or I just wanted to level the other ones first, because the MMR on the others was pretty all over the place, and I wanted to stabilize now, to stabilize that. But now that all of my accounts are above bronze, you know, all of my accounts are in silver, with the exception of mid lane, which is now gold. And because now I have all of my accounts above bronze, my next goal is gonna get all of my accounts to gold. So getting out of silver, and if possible, I'm gonna try to get platinum with my mid lane account as well, which I have left a bit as well, so I could climb on the other accounts, especially the jungler. This entire second week, I have focused on climbing on the jungle account because man, the MMR again on the placements is boof, and I experienced that as well on my AD carry account. The same thing. You have a new player against people who are much better, or you can have them on your own team. In fact, I had a match of jungle that I wanted to upload, but it was completely pointless because my team was 22-0 or something like that. Like, and I was not doing anything. The players that I have on my team were just so much better than the opponent that they didn't need me. And these matches are not fun. They're not. I did nothing. In fact, it was a constant remark from my part that I was not doing anything and we were winning. You know, I was not feeding though. I was not trolling. I was not doing anything to make us lose. It was just that for example, I had a Jorik that by minute 7 he was taking the inhibitor turret. And the problem is that the enemy team could not do anything because the bottom lane was 11-0. You know, so it's like, holy shit. This is not fun for anyone. It was not for me. Yes, I won, but I didn't do much. It's not fun for, definitely not fun for the enemy team, because it is not their fault that they are silver players playing against people who were diamond last season. It's not their fault, you know? It's the system's fault, which makes you just have these type of matches. But because of this, I have learned a few things. I have learned that it's very important to have characters that are strong enough to fight at all times, no matter what, because otherwise your team will just lose. If you have a character that is better than someone else's in a team fight, and your team is fighting every 2 minutes, you are gonna win. And I think that that is really what works at the moment for these elos in general. But I want to climb a bit more to have a bit more of an opinion on it. Let's wait until I get to gold with all of my accounts before saying anything, because getting to gold, that will mean that I have already gone through 3 ranks, which is iron, bronze, and silver. So I will know I will have a better opinion on that. And then once I get to diamond, I want to just make a full rundown of everything that I have learned so far. But so far, even this early into my road to diamond, I have learned quite a lot, man. Especially, you need to fight as much as possible, because you are gonna most likely win if your character is better. So picking the right character, it's so important, especially for jungler. Um, just having the right character will make you I would say that that's how you get to diamond, by simply having the right character. Because with the right character, you're gonna have an easier time learning the mechanics. And once you have an easy time learning the mechanics, learning the macro becomes very straightforward as well. So really picking the right character is important. So I'm gonna continue working on my champion pool. You guys are gonna see most likely many different characters in the future as well on my road to diamond. So expect that. I'm very excited for this, and I definitely want to continue learning and climbing. So my goal for this next week, if possible, is to get all of my accounts to gold and my main account to platinum, if possible. And I say if possible because obviously this takes a lot of time. One match of League of Legends is almost 1 hour, especially if you are counting, or if you're taking into consideration that the client is very buggy, and sometimes you won't even be able to play because the client keeps crashing. So yeah, um, road to gold with all of my accounts starts now, and hopefully I can complete that this week. That will be awesome. I really like that. But we are definitely going in strong. I'm very happy with the progress that I have done. But let's continue this pace. Let's continue. In fact, let's increase this pace and try to climb even higher. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Comet, and this was the weekly recap of my road to diamond. Road to gold begins now, and hopefully I can do that this week. For now, thank you so much for watching. My name is Comet, and I am signing out. Peace.